Joseph Grill knew hardship from a young age. Born into a family that struggled to make ends meet, Joseph's early years were marked by a constant sense of instability. His parents worked multiple jobs, but it was never quite enough to lift them out of poverty. The weight of financial stress was a constant presence in their household, casting a shadow over his childhood. He was a quiet boy, often lost in his thoughts. In school, he kept to himself, finding solace in books and daydreams. His teachers noticed his potential, but Joseph's shyness made it difficult for him to connect with his peers. This made him an easy target for the schoolyard bullies. They would taunt him for his worn clothes and quiet demeanor, their cruel words echoing in his mind long after the school day ended. Their words stung, leaving invisible scars that ran deeper than any playground scrape. Each insult chipped away at his self-esteem, making him retreat further into his shell. As he grew older, life didn't get easier. The challenges only seemed to multiply. His family's financial situation worsened, and the strain began to take a toll on his parents' health. Joseph found himself taking on more responsibilities, trying to help out in any way he could. Eventually, the burden became too much to bear. He found himself struggling to keep a roof over his head, the weight of his circumstances pressing down on him like a heavy load. Homelessness became a harsh reality, and Joseph had to navigate the streets alone, the weight of his circumstances pressing down. Each day was a battle for survival, and the nights were filled with uncertainty and fear. He often wondered if he would ever find a way out of this seemingly endless cycle of hardship. He was homeless, alone, and longing for a change. Despite the bleakness of his situation, Joseph held on to a glimmer of hope. He would often sit and look at the cityscape, imagining a life where he could rise above his circumstances. Despite the adversity, a spark flickered within Joseph. He refused to let his circumstances define him. He began to dream of a different life, one where he could break free from the chains of poverty and create a better future for himself. He dared to dream of a different life, one filled with opportunities and stability. He started to set small goals for himself, each one a stepping stone towards a brighter future. He would write in a journal, mapping out his aspirations and the steps he needed to take to achieve them, one where he could escape the cycle of hardship. He envisioned a future where he could provide for himself, a future free from the gnawing uncertainty of where his next meal might come from. This vision became his guiding light, giving him the strength to keep pushing forward. He envisioned a future where he could provide for himself, where he could find a stable job and build a life of his own. He began to take small steps towards this goal, seeking out resources and opportunities that could help him improve his situation. A future free from the gnawing uncertainty of where his next meal might come from. He knew that the road ahead would be tough, but he was determined to persevere. The thought of a better life kept him going, even when the odds seemed insurmountable. This burning desire to rise above his circumstances fueled him, giving him the strength to face each new day with determination. He knew that he had the power to change his destiny, and he was willing to fight for it. Even in his darkest moments, Joseph held on to hope. He believed that one day he would look back on these struggles and see them as the foundation of his strength and resilience. And so, with a heart full of dreams and a spirit unbroken, Joseph continued his journey, determined to create a brighter future for himself. The streets were Joseph's harsh teacher. He learned resilience sleeping on park benches and resourcefulness finding food in alleyways. He met others who were also struggling, their stories a tapestry of misfortune woven together. He saw the despair in their eyes, but also a glimmer of hope, a shared belief that tomorrow could be better. Joseph refused to let his spirit be crushed. He knew he was capable of more. He just needed a chance. He started taking odd jobs whenever he could find them, washing dishes, sweeping floors, anything to earn a few dollars. He saved every penny, his dream of a better life, his constant motivation. One day, while walking past a pawn shop, Joseph noticed something that made him stop in his tracks. A dusty smartphone in the window caught Joseph's eye. It was an older model, clearly used, but it seemed to call out to him. It wasn't much, but it was a way to connect with the world beyond the streets. For Joseph, who had been living day to day, the phone represented a glimmer of hope, a chance to reach out and maybe change his circumstances. He used his hard-earned savings to buy the phone, seeing it as an investment in his future. Every penny he had saved from odd jobs and kind strangers went into that purchase. It was a risk, but one he felt was worth taking. He'd heard whispers of people making money online, sharing videos on a platform called YouTube. The idea intrigued him. Could he, a man with no home and few possessions, find success in the digital world? He didn't know much about it, but he was eager to learn. The smartphone became his portal to a new world of possibilities. He spent hours exploring the platform, watching countless videos and absorbing as much information as he could. He spent hours watching videos, teaching himself how to film and edit. He learned about lighting, sound, and storytelling. Each tutorial was a step closer to his goal. The more he learned, the more confident he became. He knew he had a story to tell, and he hoped that by sharing it, he might find a way out of his current situation. Joseph began to record his journey, sharing his experiences, his struggles, and his dreams. He hoped that his story would resonate with others, and maybe, just maybe, open doors to a brighter future. Joseph started small, filming snippets of his life on the streets. He talked about his experiences with disarming honesty, his quiet demeanor drawing viewers in. He didn't shy away from the harsh realities of homelessness, but he also emphasized the importance of hope and perseverance. To his surprise, people responded. They connected with his authenticity, his vulnerability resonating with viewers who had never experienced homelessness themselves. His subscriber count slowly began to grow, and with it, a trickle of income. The day he received his first payment from YouTube, $100, he felt a surge of hope he hadn't felt in years. Section 5. The allure of the absurd Skibidi Toilet enters the scene. As Joseph's channel grew, he started experimenting with different types of content. He was always on the lookout for something unique, something that would set his channel apart from the countless others on the platform. He tried vlogs, tech reviews, and even some DIY projects, but nothing seemed to click quite like he hoped. He wanted to make people laugh, to provide a brief respite from the negativity that often permeated the internet. His goal was to create a space where viewers could come to forget their worries, even if just for a few minutes. He believed that laughter was the best medicine, and he was determined to deliver it in spades. One day, while browsing online, he stumbled upon the Skibidi Toilet. It was a random discovery, one of those moments where you find something so bizarre that you can't help but click on it. The Skibidi Toilet was unlike anything he had ever seen before. The Skibidi Toilet was an absurd creation, a bizarre amalgamation of bathroom fixture and cartoon character. It had wide, googly eyes and a mouth that seemed to be perpetually singing. It was the kind of thing that made you do a double take, unsure if you should laugh or be concerned. It was strange, it was silly, and Joseph was immediately captivated. He saw potential in its absurdity, a chance to create something that would not only entertain but also go viral. He knew that the internet loved weird and wacky content, and the Skibidi Toilet fit the bill perfectly. He knew his viewers would find it hilarious, and he was right. The first video he made featuring the Skibidi Toilet was an instant hit. Comments flooded in from viewers who couldn't stop laughing, sharing the video with their friends and family. His videos featuring the Skibidi Toilet became some of his most popular, garnering millions of views and catapulting his channel to new heights. The success of these videos opened up new opportunities for collaborations and sponsorships, solidifying Joseph's place as a prominent content creator. The Skibidi Toilet had not only entertained his audience, but had also transformed his career. With his newfound success, Joseph felt a shift within himself. He was no longer just Joseph Grill, the homeless man with a dream. He was someone who brought laughter and joy to millions around the world. He was a symbol of hope, a testament to the power of perseverance. To solidify this transformation, he decided to make a bold move. He legally changed his name to Steak Egg, a moniker as unique and memorable as the content he created. It was a way to distance himself from the pain of his past and fully embrace the joy he found in his new life. The name change was more than just a publicity stunt. It was a symbol of rebirth, a shedding of his old identity and a stepping into the light of his own creation. Steak Egg, the name, was a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, laughter and joy can be found. His story resonated with people from all walks of life. He became an inspiration to those who had lost their way, a testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome adversity. His journey from the streets to YouTube stardom was a reminder that anything is possible with determination and a little bit of luck. Steak Egg's story is not just about the absurdity of the internet or the fickle nature of fame. It's about the power of laughter to heal, the strength of resilience in the face of hardship, and the importance of holding on to hope, even when it seems like all is lost. He used his platform to give back, partnering with organizations that helped those experiencing homelessness. He knew firsthand the struggles they faced, and he was determined to use his success to make a difference in their lives. As Steak Egg looked to the future, he was filled with a sense of gratitude and excitement. He had come a long way from the scared, lonely boy on the streets. He had found his voice, his purpose, and a community that embraced him for who he was. He was no longer defined by his past, but by the joy he brought to others. His journey was a reminder that even in the most unexpected of places, hope can bloom, dreams can take flight, and a simple toilet, when paired with a little imagination, can become a symbol of laughter and resilience for millions around the world.